Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session. My name is Inés, and I'm gonna walk you through this presentation. Um, well, first of all, thank you everyone for being here. Welcome to this session. I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed creating it. So, what we're gonna go through is my beloved DHR starter pack. This is a starter pack that I created for the people out there that wants to know a bit more about the solution and understand a bit more about what's the solution capable of, and also another interesting topics around this great solution. So welcome. Thank you. Get ready. We're gonna share some minutes together. We're gonna go through some um, great topics. So thank you a lot for being here. As you can see there in the background, there are some um, really great faces that we know from community. I hope we can get there soon and we can share space and some drinks as well. So I don't want to continue without saying thank you. Thank you to our sponsors. This, of course, all this Scottish Summit is possible because of these amazing sponsors behind it. So I want to thank all of them for being supporting this kind of activities that are great and that we need to do more. Scottish Summit represents a great summit, of course, and I'm super happy to be here, and also I'm super happy that other people out there are supporting this great event. So thank you all the sponsors. And without further introduction, I want to go through my presentation slide. So there, as you can see, and I'm sorry for the low quality of the image. I did my best, but it's not my expertise. So as you can see there, my name is Ana Inés Urrutia, Ana Inés Urrutia de Sousa. Sometimes I use both second names, last names, but it's not this case. So I'm a Dynamics for HR consultant. I have the pleasure of working in for Vision, a great company that works, of course, with HR and with other great web apps that provide customers solutions around HR challenges. I joined for Vision in July past year, and I feel like this is my dream job. So I'm really happy to work here. A brief description about myself. I'm Ana Inés Urrutia, as I told you before. I'm a psychologist. I've been working in HR for my entire career. At some point, I have the pleasure and opportunity to switch from HR to projects. I started managing projects as a PM. I wasn't that good at that. I didn't enjoy all that work. Um, but in the middle, I fell in love with this solution that is called Dynamics for Human Resources. Back in that time, it was Dynamics for Talent. And I started playing around and seeing the capabilities of the solution. So that was my first deep dive into the HR, and I decided I wanted to make that as a career and go through the solution. So I switched from the core HR, like the day-to-day HR tasks, to a consultant for implementing the solution. Um, I have the honor to be the second Microsoft Business Application MVP for this solution. The first one is an amazing person that we're going to talk a bit more about her in the last minutes of the session. You already know her, Malin, of course, Malin. Um, so yeah, I have the pleasure to be the second MVP for this great solution. So I'm very proud and happy. Some people out there, if you ever see me on Twitter, on maybe or on LinkedIn, you can see that I'm always being cheerful and trying to spread the word and try to keep everyone happy. So I define myself as a cheerleader for almost everything. There are some boundaries there. I don't go that far. But yeah, that's how I consider myself. As I told you, I'm a psychologist. I'm not expert in tech. I have very a background related with psychology. I always knew I wanted to work in HR, but for working in HR, we need to go through psychology or other careers. And the last thing there that you can see in my description is that I'm a private pilot student. A few weeks ago, some amazing person called Chris Huntingford asked in Butter about our things, what we want to do before dying, and I realized that private pilot was one of the things that I wanted to go for. So I decided to start doing it. You'll know in my social media how it goes. There you can see that's the logo for HR. You can see my face, and you can see also that the company I'm working for. And in the next slide, there you can see you can find me on Twitter, and also you can find my blog is innesurrutia.com. I have some interesting entries, and I like to share about HR combined with Power Platform with Teams, and I'm trying always to deliver very easy to digest content. So if you have any doubt, if you want to talk about something, just go for that and look after those my name, and you will find me. I want to say I will say something that I talk in Spanish. I'm Spanish first. So if you find some trouble with my pronunciation on my words, or I'm really sorry, I'm doing my best. But yes, of course, I'm Spanish first. So with all this presentation done, what I wanted to share with you is what we're going to talk today. So Dynamics 365 HR Starter Pack is something that I created and I started to talk like a year ago, maybe a bit more. I decided I want to share a bit more about what's the like the things that I consider better for starter pack. So I create these 3 points that I think that they're needed to accomplish or to understand a bit more about this solution, because it's way beyond the solution itself. So I created this agenda. And in the first one about the mindset, we're going to talk about um, the mindset that we need to have for this kind of solution. I'm writing and presenting this session from my HR mindset. So despite the role you want to take in this way, you need to start building an open mindset and unify a lot of points that are there that we're going to go through that. um, the second one, of course, is the technology. We That's not something that we can run away from, because the technology is what is behind of all this. So the technology, we are gonna go through the solution. I'm gonna show you my favorite features. We're gonna go and do a demo and to show you some of the great points that you need to cover. And community or referrals, as I called the section before, is how the power of the community is so great and amazing, that you can get into, and you can learn a lot more from community. I think that this summit is the great representation of this point. Um, but yeah, we are gonna go through that. So this is a bit about what you are going to end up with the session. I hope you like it, and if you don't like it, I'm really sorry. Feel free to reach out to me, and if you have any doubt, also reach out. So we're gonna go to the first point. That is the mindset. um, I decided these three points that you see here. I After analyzing my different experiences in HR, because I worked in HR for a private company, for a construction company, for a governmental, for a sports club. So I collected all my experiences there, and I tried to gather the pain points that all these companies had. And I think they're very representative of the reality of the HR departments. So I collected these 4 points that I think that are the main pain points, or the main challenges. So the first one is about analyzing. um, HR, or companies are always generating and creating information and data. The key thing here is to analyze this data to make the right decisions and to go for the best solution to support employee and workforce. So we I wrote an entry a few days ago that's related to this. So the core business of the company is always based on analytics and information and data analyzed. So why not analyze all this um, information in order to contribute to the workforce? So that's one of the things that we're going to cover in HR, and we're going to go through. Um, so that's the first thing that we need to absorb as mindset. Creating data is also gives us also the chance to analyze this data. So the second one, this brain that you're seeing here, is about understanding the need. It's One of the things that I think it helped me a lot was this story that I told you about my experience. So there's a lot of people out there, very technical, very well technical, with great expertise, with great and amazing skills, but they go to the client, and they don't understand as much, or they understand requirements from an technical perspective. And at the end of the day, we're talking with people that is not technical. So we need to have an approach of understanding while going through working with this kind of teams. If you're dynamics marketing, sales, commerce, or any others app from dynamics, you can reply or apply this concept to your own expertise. If you're gonna go and talk to sales, you need to talk the same language and understand the same challenges. So the approach of understanding is something that I want to share with you. Um, so we need to understand how the business works, the needs, the problems, the pain points, and we one of the most important things is to use an approach to impact and empathize with a client. So that's going to build a great relationship between both parts. The third picture or image that you're seeing here, icon, is something that it's about sharing or collaborating. So, you know, um, for me, it's something that I learned through my years of experience, but the power resides in the collaboration. We're not longer individuals, and I think the pandemic taught us that we're not individuals. We can't stand by ourselves. I mean, we can, but it's better together, you know? So we need to find a team that makes us move forward and fulfills our needs. So this is like part of the third idea for mindset that I wanted to share with you all. Um, and the last one is about innovation. This is very, very, for me, something. that I'm always looking for, and I'm always trying to achieve. Sometimes it's not possible. Sometimes I'm too tired. But innovation is something that we can always bring to the table, and we're lucky to have these amazing solutions as part of the Microsoft environment that helps us to create better solutions to go further. There's some great examples out there that you will see in the speaker chart, in the session charts. So what I want to share with you is about innovation, to think as big as possible, because anything you can't imagine is real. I can warranty you that. um, the thing is, innovate, try to think as big as possible, then you will figure out how to do it. And I'm sure if you don't know how to do it, there's some people next to you that will totally help you and support you in this part. But the first thing is imagine how you can help, how you can do, how you can create. So we're going to go to the second point, that is about technology. So there you can see a screenshot of my own environment. I love my own environment that is called a power company. I decided to call it that way because I always powerful and always sharing. I try to share this power with community. So I wanted to share this with you. So what is this solution? As you can see there, Dynamics for Human Resources is a solution created for HR departments with challenges around people. And one thing that all companies have is people and workforce. So we need, at the end of the day, that this is something that is very needed because people is needed. And at the end of the day, once again, we need to analyze, create better experience, and go beyond with our company and employees. So what is it? It's a solution that gathers all the challenges related to workforce, and it helps us to create better experience, and of course use a solution that is you can access anywhere, from any device at any moment. That is very, very nice, and the user experience is very good. You will find at the end of this session that I'm really, really cheerleader of the solution. I think it changed my life as an HR person when I implemented internally in a company. So I'm really happy, and I'm really proud of how far this solution went through the years, and also how much impact it can make. Also, just keep in mind that this is a solution created for all the soft processes of HR. So there's some great, very nice, very, very nice um, extensions that you can find for other processes. So the second point that you see here is the native integrations. We do have some native integrations. You will find out there some amazing features, and my favorite one so far is the integration that it has with Teams. Um, we at the moment, we are capable of requesting time off, talking to bot in Microsoft Teams. So if you ask me, as a person that use Teams every day, if I want to implement that in my company or in the company of a client, I know that they can easily start using it and adopt the process. So this native integration is very easy to create. It's very easy to use, and it's very simple to manage heavy processes that we use to handle in Excel or email. So yeah, we can do Teams. We also have some integrations that we can use with Power Platform. We can automatize. We can use Power Apps, use Power Automate, use Power Virtual Agents. There's a Power BI, of course, if we want to create some biggest reporting. So this is how big we can think. So it's related a bit with the innovation point. So yeah, um, I'm very passionate, as you can see. I'm an advocate for this solution. So We have some similar solutions in the market. There are some companies, of course, we all want to go through this challenge and to try to make it a bit more to solve issues. So there are other companies there using and trying to go through the same challenges. If you ask me, as an HR person, I find this solution very easy to implement, very easy to access, and also, as I told you before, the like the adoption that you can have from your own company, it's something that I'm not sure you can have with other um, providers. So in this case, if I have to choose, I will always go with this solution, even though it didn't have as much great marketing at the beginning. We can certainly know that this is the right way to go. So this is the second point about technology. We're gonna go through the next slide that is about my favorite features. So if you ask me, with all this time that I have been implementing and of course working internally, using it as a user, as an HR person that uses the solution. So it's not only me talking with the client or implementing the solution, it's also about my own experience as an HR person. These are my favorite features so far. So the first of these features, and it's something that we're going to go through in a few minutes, is about the capability of analytics that you can find within the solution. So for every module or almost every module, you will find analytic reporting that you can access very, very easily and fast, to see what's going on in your company. I'm firmly a strong believer that we need to take decisions based on uh, analytics, not in our own beliefs. Something that happens a lot in HR. There are a lot of people out there managing HR teams that are used to take decisions or make important decisions based on how they feel about something, and not about not having this certain numbers or certain analytics about the processes. So that is a big uh, if you ask me, is a big problem. We need to be really cognizant about our decisions, and this is something that we can easily do with HR. So the second one is about mobile. If you go through my blog and you read the last entry that I post, you will find one of the latest. I don't remember if it's the last, but there's a post about the user experience related with Teams in the phone, uh, Teams HR in mobile. So I'm really happy with the experience um, that HR is providing through mobile with the extensions. And I find that very easy because at this day, when we're all in lockdown, working from home, we all have our all devices signed, and we have Teams in our phones. We have access the email from the company from our phone. So one of the things that we can provide is to make the experience of the employee better, and this is something that is fully accomplished with this solution. The third one that we can see there is a forward icon, and I select this because I think that this is the one of the features I love the most is about the fast access to the information, an easy way to access it. We're going to go through the solution. We're going to see how easy it is to use it. So just yeah, that's something that I wanted to highlight as one of my favorite features. Some of these are gonna be much more easy for you to see when I show you the demo. And the fourth of these points is related to the shared experience, the collaboration experience about teams for HR teams around this solution. So let's picture a company is worldwide located, and we have people from all over the world working in very different time zones. That is a challenge. It was a challenge a few years ago. It's a bigger challenge right now because um, we have to continue working. So the thing is that HR can provide us this great opportunity to um, work all together in the same solution, accessing from every browser. It doesn't matter if you're in your phone, in your computer, in your tablet, in your iPad, you can access to the solution, work there, collaborate with a team. It doesn't matter where they are located. So this is this is the fourth last favorite feature. And with all this said, we're going to go through the demo. So the thing is, I wanted to share the demo with you. I wanted to share a bit more about how this um, solution works. So give me a minute. I will show you how this great solution works. So here you can see this is, oh, sorry, there you go. Here you can see this is a trial environment. You can, if you want to go to understand and to see how the solution works, feel free to um, download or create a trial. I can help you. There's a tutorial in my account in my blog, so feel free to reach the blog to share to solve your doubts. So this is my company. I call the Power Company because I feel powerful. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through some key we're going to go through some key components. So as you can see here, this is the main dashboard. This is the banner that I designed for this solution. Here we can see all the modules within HR. We can see the calendar. If I had some to do or work items assigned, I can see it here. This color is personalized and we can have some easy access here. I'm not going to dive into that. If you want to access quickly to some module, you can go through here. This is a repetition of what we can see here. So what I want to share with you is one of my favorite modules. It's about employee self-service. This is something that HR is always worried about because there right now there's no decentralized information. So the challenge is that everything is on HR's hands. So what we can do with employee self-service is to provide the internal client, in this case employees and managers, the ability to manage personal and professional information. Of course, this is all GDPR. We can restrict access for some of the sections. This is all customized. If you want to hide, for example, skills, if you want to hide task, if you want to hide some of the other tiles that you are seeing there, that is totally capable of doing it. So here we have this, as you can see, my name is Inés. Here also, I'm a sales and marketing executive. I can see, for example, which is my pending hours, if I had any tasks, for example, the appraisals, the skills that I have, my performance goal. I can see my compensation. We can enable here this. Let's go through that. We have the annual, the increase amount. I can manage all my attachments. So at this point, if I have to change, upload, create, or whatever about my own personal record, I could upload stuff here. So we have here some additional information that we can go through. It's a very simple and easy access to go through. And my second favorite feature of this module is this that you find here called My Team. This tab, it provides us the ability of managing our own team from a simple URL. So here you can see, for example, Benjamin Martin, these are all my reports. But in this case, we're gonna play with Benjamin Martin. So here I can see that Benjamin has a team, manage a team. We can also see details. For example, if I wanted to see time off, I can always go here and check time off for Benjamin Martin. And if there's anything pending, we can see the pending request here, or also how the latest requests are. So we can manage a lot of information about our reports. We have position, compensation, leave and absence, performance, and reviews. And we can also see, for example, team reporting team that at the end of the day reports to ourselves as well. So here we can see Benjamin Martin has a lot of people reporting to him. So we can also go through the details of these persons. So added to these great solutions, we can go back to here so we can still say our own reporting. Added to this great possibility to deep dive into this, we are we could add some links into the manager self-service. This is called manager self-service. In this case, I added three, and of course I added emojis because if you know me, you know I use emojis a lot. So I added three different and very easy to access links where the employee manager in this case can access very easily. There we have the happiness center, the expenses report, and the travel request. We can add as much of as we want, and it's very easy to do. There's also a tutorial in my blog to do this. So this is how easy it is for managers to create and to manage teams, employees and teams. So in this case, we went through the first one. I'm going to go through the second one of my favorite modules. And here what we can see is, for example, what is going on currently in this company. This is something that I value a lot because when I was working in HR, I didn't have this, and I needed to go through Excel's, paperwork, email, and sometimes I needed to go to my manager directly to collect information. So what I can see here is the actual picture of what's going on in my company. I can see the current employees, the contractors, if we have any open position, and so on. In this case, let's go to employees and see how we can see our list of workers. Here we can see, for example, we have Abraham. We're going to go into this record. We can see the worker summary. We can also see the addresses, contact information, personal information. This is all related to the profile. We can also see employment, where we have a lot of information related to the position that this employee is developing currently. We can always add personalized fields or hide some of them, not all of them, but some of them. So for example, let's see, I want to see the hierarchy. I want to see Abraham position in hierarchy. So I'm going to go here and select this, and I will see the position that Abraham is um, developing is managing operator that reports to Tony, who is the production manager. And in this case, Tony reports to Bynes, that is the ops manager. So here we can see the complete hierarchy for our company, just as easy as selecting one easy field here. So let's go back to our personal management main web page. And what we're gonna see is something that for me is mind-blowing. So here we can see the picture, as I told you, the candidates to hire, recent hires, people going out of our company, people that already leave our company. So we can see and manage all in one place. But one of the things that I already told you that was one of my favorite features is this one called analytics, and is one of the things that I believe that are life changers to HR analysts, assistants, managers, and so on. This is a Power BI embedded in the solution where we can see what's going on currently in our company. So for example, let's go through seniority analysis. We want to know how is the average of years of some person in our in average years in our company. So here we have it divided in different legal entities. We can see the average of years service by age and gender divided here. And so it's very nice and easy to access. We also have the workforce demographics. This is I think, one of my favorites. There you go. We have, for example, the spoken languages, we have the current status, marital status, we have the ethnic background, we have the department. So this is very easy to work with. And what I'm gonna do, and I don't wanna steal more time from you with this demo, is I'm gonna go through the employee development. This is one of the things that I I really, I, you know, coming from this HR side where I hated working with paper, I can clearly remember tracking employee performance with an Excel, and now I see this, and this will solve this solved a lot of that challenges. So here we can see this the employee skill list. We can see the labels for this skills. We can also see the employees by level and skill type divided here, and this is the one that I wanted to share. So we have, for example, in the first one, we have the skills divided by level and department. So we can see that the client services, we have some percentage of people, 1.69% of people that is positioned in the level 1. We have a few more in position level 2, level 3, and so on. So this is very, very easy and very nice to have around near to see how we can manage it. And this is how far I want to go. Let's see if I can show you a bit of this just to make you just to show you how we build a solution. So one of the first things that we do, this is not the first one, but one of the first fun parts of the implementation is to go through here and create and build a structure. I will like you to think about the solution as a building. So the first thing we do is something that we didn't went through, is about the system administrator and to creating all the technical side that I don't do. So when we have all the base for that, we're gonna build our structure. The structure is gonna be this org admin sector module. When we build this structure will be populated by all that we already seen in personal management. I mean, we're gonna um, the first thing that we will do with this org admin is to create the legal entities, the departments, the job and the positions, with a lot of steps in the middle, of course. But after that, we're going to be able to populate that with the actual information about our company. So let me show you something very easy. For example, departments. And here we can see the different operating units or departments for the company. We can see we can have finance, HR, and all this. So what I wanted to share with you in this case was something as simple as how this solution work, how easy it is to go back and forth, and how easy it is to be more productive. I mean, work less and do more with this. So let's go back to our presentation. Let's go back to our presentation and see how we can go through the end of this. So here we have the third point that is about community. I placed the HR icon there in the middle, but there are three key points that I wanted to share with you about community. The first of this is about building and creating community. We have a lot of people out there. This summit is one of the best examples for it. We have a lot of people creating, generating, and sharing content. So I really encourage you to go forward, to contact people, to let them know that you're interested in understanding a bit more about the solution. So just go for that. In my case, community changed my life. So, of course, it can change yours. And I'm sure if you ask a lot of people here presenting in these days, um, and I'm really sure they will be they will say the same. There are also a lot of people presenting, new presenters, that I'm really hoping that this community experience change a bit of their lives. And the third one is get involved. Go for it. Contact people, reach out. Just make sure you're connecting. Find everyone on Twitter, LinkedIn, and just feel free to connect them, because everyone is very pleased to um, collaborate. So what I wanted to share with you is this. Oh, once again, sorry for the quality of the picture, but this is one of the main members of the community that helped me be in the place where I am today. So Malin is Malin. It's one of my friends and mentors, and she's been helping me a lot. We connected a few years, I mean, maybe a year and a half ago or a bit less, and she started helping me about how to go through HR, how to go through talent back in that time. Um, she's a great person. She's also blogging about marketing, dynamics marketing, so you can reach out to her. There you have all the information. You can find her on her blog, on Twitter, LinkedIn, and also she is presenting in this amazing Scottish Summit, so just make sure you attend the session. He's a great person. I'm really happy. Thank you, Marlon, if you're listening to this. Thank you very much. um, so this is how far we go with her. There are other sources that you can follow, so I really encourage you to go through these two um, through this through these two sources. The first one is the Microsoft Dynamics community. This is a community that people share and ask questions, forums, and answers. So you can, if you ever have a question, or if you ever want to reach out to someone, or you have a doubt, just make sure you go through the Dynamics community. There are a lot of answers there, and if you just simply Google your question, you're gonna end up there. I can guarantee you that. Um, and the second one is about Microsoft Learn. Microsoft Learn is a great solution that we can use in our advantage. We can go through learning paths and apply and have present into a certification. These certifications are very nice for us. They helps us to be better professionals. So I really encourage you to go through that. So with all this, I will go back to my first slide, present myself, where I presented myself. Here you have my information. Just make sure you reach out to me. If you have any doubts, just let me know. And thank you very much for being here. Thank you once again. Thank you. Thank you all the sponsors. Thank you all the people out there. And thank you for listening this presentation. HR rocks. HR is best. So let's talk about HR. Thank you.